So moving on to quadrant 3, training and internal communication, the kinds of tactics, can differ from company to company depending on the challenges they're dealing with. But as an example, we dealt with a very large telecom company, one of the largest out there, and at the time, they had 2,300 sales reps that were on the ground selling a very specific offering. And because you can't have a sales manager or sales managers be everywhere at once, sales managers don't scale. But the thing that does scale is having the video content and having a repeatable training process that you can get to 2,300 sales reps. And so what we did was we took the map sales process from start to finish, like we did in quadrant 3. We went through every single step to map their sales process from start to finish. And then we mirrored that sales process with internal facing content that was broken down in short bite-sized chunks. And when we had those short bite-sized chunks, we also complemented it with drills. Like, if this happens, what do you do? And if this happens, what do you do? And so the reps could study a 2-minute segment at a time of 8 to 9 pieces that follow the exact sales process that they could watch over and over again on repetition and go back to those points if they ever had to get a correction or something like that. Many companies will do a one-time, 1 hour, 90-minute sales training, which no one's really going to watch. Maybe they're going to be forced to watch it once, but they're not going to watch it twice. And the better model is to really have short, digestible chunks that could be watched over and over again, referred to with drills, so you can start sort of baking in the right habits, the right processes that are going to lead to the outcomes you want to get. So we built that, plus we built a learning management type site to host the content and walk the reps through, segment by segment, so they could learn the content and refer to it anytime they need it. Another example in this area, we had a customer that was moving their entire headquarters to 2 different locations. One was in San Diego, the other one was in San Jose. And because of all of the logistics associated with this, you can imagine the communication nightmare with trying to get everybody aligned and oriented and answering everybody's questions. So what we did is we built an internal communication campaign to make sure that everybody understood, everybody was oriented, and everybody was aligned to what was happening, and it could go without a hitch, without creating extra traffic and extra noise and kill productivity along the way. So we jotted out the linear journey. We jotted out all the communication points of what needed to be communicated to the people, the preemptive questions they're going to be asking. We built an FAQ center and everything that they needed to make sure that that went as smooth as possible to get the outcome they wanted. Another campaign or tactic that we did associated with this quadrant was, and we're still doing it today, is working with a very large company, coordinate with the CEO of that company to do all of their internal leadership content, trickling down the line to every single employee. Thousands of employees are seeing this content to both acknowledge them, to steer the direction, to have the core values and have the culture permeate throughout the organization. Because the CEO can't be everywhere at once, we've created a CEO campaign, an internal communication campaign. We've built sites, we've built comic avatars, we built everything that they need to ensure that the culture stays intact, people are oriented, people understand the direction of the company, and to ensure everybody's aligned and moving in the same direction.